Good afternoon, parents, guardians, and invited guests. Welcome to the commencement exercises of the James River High School class of 2026. Because we wish to honor our graduates in a special way, I ask that you silence all electronic communication devices, including cell phones. Please rise and remain standing for the entrance and procession of the platform party and the James River High School faculty. Ladies and gentlemen, the James River High School class of 2026.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Natalie Bigger, the Senior Class Council Vice Chair. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors by the James River High School NJR OTC Color Guard, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the National Anthem performed by the James River High School Chorus under the direction of Miss Catherine Hazelwood. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Okay. Mike, get up here, please, and get Lily's name ready to go. We're going to read her name now. I'm calling an audible. What does that mean? Whatever that means. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and we're going to graduate a very special person right now. Are we ready to go? Let's do it. Ready?
Lily Stella Yeats.
candidates for graduation, class officers, parents, and invited guests, good afternoon and welcome. It gives me great pleasure to declare the 31st commencement exercises of James River High School, a nationally recognized school of excellence, to be in session. Assisting with today's ceremony are members of the James River High School administrative team, Mr. Mike Farrell, Mrs. Leah Mullis, and Mrs. Tamara Arnold. I welcome and thank our distinguished platform guests for being with us this afternoon. Dr. John Murray, Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools, representing the Midlothian District, Chesterfield County School Board Chair, the Honorable Lisa Hudgens, representing the Midlothian District, Chesterfield County Board of Supervisors, the Honorable Dr. Mark Miller. The Honorable Arlie Ware, Jr., Member, Virginia House of Delegates, 65th District. Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Lisa High. Chief of Schools, Dr. Monique Booth. Director of High School Leadership, Dr. Belinda Merriman. Director of the James River High School Specialty Center for Leadership and International Relations, Mr. Ian McClure. School Counseling Coordinator for James River High School, Mrs. Marcy Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and pleasure to introduce to you the Chair of the 2026 Class Council, Ava Brace.
Thank you, Dr. Volker. Good afternoon, James River High School's graduating class of 2026, and welcome to all families, friends, faculty, and distinguished guests. My name is Ava Brace, and I have had the honor of serving as James River's senior class chair for the class of 2026. A fun fact about me is that I love to read, and as everyone knows, every book has to have a beginning. Everyone's beginning is different, where you come from or what you want to do. I'm sure many of us had a plan or a vision of what our high school experience was going to look like. But, like every good book, the middle of the story always brings challenges. We've all had moments that felt hard to get through, but high school has taught us things far just beyond academics. We are here today because of 4 years that have taught us how to be resilient when we fail, how to find friendships and communities, and maybe even helped you discover your passions and what you're meant to do. We have shared so many amazing memories together, and these are the moments we'll look back on one day and smile about. When I'm reading a book, sometimes I flip to the last page to get a glimpse of what's going to happen, but life doesn't work that way. And before we know it, we can become so overwhelmed by what's ahead that we forget to fully experience what's happening right now. But just like a great book, the meaning of the story isn't only in the ending, it's in the pages in between. These are the moments that shape who we become, and if we rush to the end, we miss the story that's unfolding right in front of us. These years have gone by faster than any of us ever expected, reminding us how important it is to truly live in the moment before it becomes a memory. There's a quote from the novel, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, that I think fits in perfectly with graduating. There are people who forget what it's like to be 16 when they turn 17. I know this will all be stories some days, and our pictures will become old photographs. We'll become someone's mom or dad, but right now, these moments are not stories. This is happening, and in this moment, I swear we are infinite. Now we've reached the end of the book, our graduation. By the end of the book, everyone ends up exactly where they're supposed to be. It may not be where you thought you were going to be 4 years ago when we walked into these halls, but is where we are now. I hope that everyone here learns to live in the moment and love the life that is ahead. Today is more than just a ceremony. It represents years of hard work, growth, and perseverance, and every graduate sitting here should be so proud of how far they've come. As we flip our tassels and throw our caps, we are turning the page into the next book of our lives. No matter where your plans take you after leaving these walls, whether it's college, the military, or the workforce, each of us is starting a new chapter. Ahead of us are opportunities we can't even imagine yet. New places, new people, and new chapters waiting to be written. Lastly, I wanted to thank everyone who's helped make our high school experience possible. The teachers and staff who supported us at James River, and our families and friends who supported us along the way. Your encouragement, patience, and belief in us helped shape the people that we are becoming. Because of you, we didn't just learn lessons in classrooms, we learned life lessons, perseverance, and the kind of people that we want to be. Congratulations, class of 2026. Today we turn the page, and the best part of our story is still waiting to be written. Please welcome the Superintendent of Chesterfield County Public Schools, Dr. John Murray.
Thank you, Ava, and what a great welcome you gave us this afternoon. Good afternoon, and congratulations to our graduates. It's my honor to serve this great school division as the superintendent. For you all, that's just a fancy way to say that when you got all of those snow days this year, that was me. All right? Now that we know each other a little better, what a joy it is to collectively share in the excitement of this ceremony, the culmination of 13 years of effort by our graduates throughout their K-12 academic journey. But before I offer remarks, I have the privilege of continuing a tradition in CCPS of awarding 2 $1,000 superintendent scholarships at each graduation this week. Now, these have been kept confidential, so we all get to be a part of the surprise. To the 2 students whose name I call, if you would, please come to the stage to receive your medallion from Dr. Volker. I'm going to read some nice things about you, and then I'm going to hand you an envelope when I'm done. So if you leave the stage before I finish, the envelope is the most important part because it has the money. So please join me in congratulating Vincent Frank and Jordan Worley. Driven by a lifelong passion for the arts, a self-described buoyant resilience, Vincent is a logical yet creative problem solver who thrives on collaboration and adaptive thinking. Vincent possesses a deep-seated commitment to the James River High theater community, leveraging his left-brain logic to navigate complex projects while maintaining a spirited, energetic approach to every challenge. Vincent's dedication and leadership to the James River Theater Department has helped grow the theater on the James Theater Troupe into a strong collaborative unit. Vincent is a dedicated and hardworking individual who values the essential power of creative expression and possesses the rare maturity to know when to pivot strategies to achieve success. Vincent will be taking his talents in the fall to VCU. Congratulations, Vincent. Jordan is a student who truly has her finger on the pulse of all aspects of student life at James River High School. As a member of the Leadership Specialty Center, a decorated captain of the varsity girls basketball team, and an elected representative on both the Student Council and Senior Class Council, she has consistently served as an ambassador for James River High School and its daily operations. In her role as a student assistant to the Director of Student Activities, Jordan, you should be getting paid for that. Brian Hannum is overworking you wherever he is. Jordan has developed strong decision-making skills, worked collaboratively with staff to plan events and activities, and effectively communicated ideas and initiatives to the student body. She has earned the trust and respect of both peers and faculty, taking ownership of JRHS athletics social media presence to highlight and celebrate student talent across the school. Jordan is humble, grounded, and mature, leading by example and inspiring those around her through her actions. Jordan will be attending UVA in the fall. Please give them another round of applause. To our dignitaries, platform guests, to all of our parents, faculty and staff, and special guests who helped to shape and grow this impressive group of graduates assembled before us, it is my pleasure and extreme honor to celebrate the occasion of this day with each of you. Our students are certainly better prepared for life beyond the high school finish line because of your efforts, dedication, and support. In the spirit of continuing tradition, I would like to open by honoring all of our current and veteran service members joining us today. If you are serving or have served, please stand to be recognized and appreciated for your brave service to our country. At this time, I ask that those individuals remain standing and join me in welcoming any soon-to-be graduates who plan to join a service branch after high school into your courageous cadre. Will those students please stand? Indeed, you are all a special and selfless group of whom we are deeply grateful. So best wishes and thank you. You may be seated. Graduates, today's a big deal. You've survived years of homework and tests, fire alarms that were not part of a scheduled drill, and group assignments where collaboration meant one person doing all of the work while the others happily supervised. And those experiences and so many more have prepared you for your next big journey, adulting. It's a mystical place where seat time and advisory periods can no longer rescue you from missed days or assignments. It's also a complicated place, as it expects responsibility and accountability of others, yet desires compassion and consideration for the self. But it's also a place where you get excited about things like discounts and good vacuum suction, where Tide Pods serve a purpose of great utility and not just a social media challenge. And since I have navigated the phase of life of which you are now embarking, I feel it necessary to assist you in building your adulting starter kit. This is not a comprehensive list, but all are essential and will get you off on a great start. So the first item we're going to place in your adulting kit is a plunger. Buy this before you need it. Not only is that advice literally true, but also figuratively. You will undoubtedly find yourself in unpleasant situations as you blaze your life's trail. However, if you have built your foundation around a cornerstone, strong and valued principles or faith, healthy relationships, and mental health well-being, you will have armed yourself with the tools to more quickly and successfully navigate the heavy within the tough moments. The second item we're adding are temporary tattoos, especially at 18, because, well, real tattoos are permanent. Please be considerate of your 70-year-old self. Think long and hard before having a graphic or a person's name inked to your body, because I can assure you that barbed wire will no longer fence in the muscles you no longer have in your elderly years. And, especially at 18, you may not forever and always love Lauren. I hope you're taking notes. These are good. More so, my point is this. Living in the moment, even making mistakes, well, those are okay in a big part of life. But always be mindful that each of those singular moments will be followed by thousands more that will either be positively or negatively influenced by how you lived the moments before. Next, we're going to throw in a clipboard, because you'd be surprised by the unauthorized spaces of which you can gain access simply by holding a clipboard. You know what I'm talking about. I may or may not possess firsthand knowledge of this point. Seems like Dr. Volker does. What I will claim, however, is that there have been many times where I have felt the weight of a lacking confidence, unsure, not ready, or that I was not yet enough to occupy a particular space. I showed up anyway. Many will tell you in such times to fake it until you make it. But I challenge you to face it until you make it. This subtle mindset shift will replace uncertainty with confidence and demonstrate to others that you were in the right place all along. Now we're tossing in a driver's manual, and this one is a deeply personal pet peeve. When driving, please do not block intersections. Not only is this the law and common courtesy, but more deeply, keep this in mind about others. Their time is as important to them as your time is to you. So get where you're going, but do so in a manner that never selfishly impedes the progress of someone else's journey, not just on the road, but in life. Next, we're adding a mirror as we chase personal fulfillment, not social media likes. Fulfillment is the intersection of your life's desire and your life's reality. Do not hold yourself hostage to or carry the baggage and scarring of what others think of you, especially those who are irrelevant and not active in your pursuit of being your best version of you. This requires deep self-reflection, but remember, friends will never make you feel uncomfortable about being you. And it is also okay to outgrow relationships. Pursue authenticity and do those things that represent who you are and what you value, no matter how scary or strange that may prove to be. Because only then will you present the gift and the beauty that is uniquely you. You are not meant to live in the tiny boxes others may want to place you in. And finally, we're adding that classic yellow smiley face as a reminder to simply be kind. Do good in the world. Show care to others the way that people in this room have done so to you. Because, graduates, the reality is that race and religion and economic status and life experiences, they only hinder our ability to create lasting relationships with others if we choose them to. The human spirit craves a connection that is far beneath our surface, and if we choose care and compassion and always seek to preserve the dignity of others, things we should give willingly and freely, we will create meaningful interactions that will positively impact the lives of those around us and thereby transform our society. So in closing, I charge you to chase your dreams, but to take your brain with you. And once you have conquered your own mountains, set your anchors in deeply to support the climbs of others toward their pursuit of their own lofty goals. Always find time to reach back and help someone else along. As you write the final words of this chapter, we are glad to have been a part of your journey. So go big and go bold, and know that if you struggled to pass high school chemistry, you too can one day become the superintendent of one of the largest school divisions in the country. Congratulations and go Rapids.
Please welcome the Chair of the Chesterfield County School Board and our Midlothian representative, the Honorable Lisa Hudgens.
It's going to be hard to follow, but I think I've got it. I don't know. Y'all are going to need to help me out, though. So, good afternoon, James River. Okay, yes, we're all off to a good start. So, in about 90 minutes-ish, you're going to walk out of here into a world that is very, very good at dividing people. It'll offer you a choice over and over again. Be honest or be kind. Be strong or be compassionate. Win the argument or keep the relationship. That is a false choice. And learning to reject it might be the most important thing you ever do. If you remember nothing else from today, remember this scripture. It says, speak the truth in love. 5 words, simple. But don't let that fool you, because most people are good at one or the other. Very few are good at both. The world you're stepping into will constantly push you toward either or thinking. Either I'm right or you are. Either I win or you do. Either I hold the line or I let it go. But some of the most important decisions you'll ever make in life don't live in either or. They live in both and. You can both hold people accountable and still treat them with dignity. You can stand firm in what you believe and still listen with respect. You can expect excellence of yourself and others and still show grace when someone falls short. That's not weakness, that's maturity, and honestly, it's rare. Tell me if this sounds familiar. I've been in conversations, real ones, with real stakes, where I've watched this play out. And candidly, I've been on the wrong side of it more times than I'd like to confess. I've come in certain that I was right, and I was right. But I was so focused on winning the point that by the time it was over, nothing was better, and often things were worse. And then I've managed to catch myself other times and do it differently. Same conversation, same argument, disagreement. But I chose to stay calm and to actually listen, to respond like the other person mattered. And the whole tone shifted. Same issue, same disagreement, completely different outcome. The difference wasn't who held the truth. It was whether they carried it with love. As you move forward, you will be tempted, because we all are, to compare yourself to others, to compete in ways that don't bring out your best. But remember this, blowing out someone else's candle doesn't make yours shine brighter. That's right. You don't have to diminish someone else to stand strong yourself. You don't have to win every argument to make an impact. You don't have to choose between strength and kindness. The people who make the greatest difference are the ones who refuse to make that choice. So be a person of conviction. Know what you believe. Stand on it. But also, be a person of character. Pay attention to how you treat people along the way. And carry this with you. Speak the truth in love. Not one, not the other, both. Always both. On behalf of the Chesterfield County School Board, congratulations, class of 2026. We are so proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the impact you all have on the world. Thank you.
Please welcome our Midlothian representative to the Board of Supervisors, the Honorable Dr. Mark Miller.
Hey, good afternoon, class of 2026, James River High School. It is truly an honor to stand before you today as we celebrate this major milestone. On behalf of the county's Board of Supervisors, I want to offer you a really heartfelt congratulations. You have earned this moment. I want to take a moment and I want to send my deepest appreciation to the instructional staff, instructional support staff here at James River. I want you to know you are second to none. Your daily commitment to our students and to our county exemplifies what it means to be part of what truly matters in our community. So please join me in giving a round of applause to school staff and instructors. To the family and friends who are here to support our graduates, thank you for the love and grace that brings us to this day. Your patience, your ability to hang in through all the challenges that arise while standing by your graduate makes all the difference. Today you begin a transition from being not just parents, but to cheerleaders. As I watch my daughters mature, I have found that I no longer offer advice, but often rather express confidence that they are capable of successfully facing the challenges that life provides. Graduation is often described as a finish line, but in truth, it's also a starting point. There is a wonderful line from T.S. Eliot that says the following: what we call the beginning is often the end. And to make an end, well, that's to make a beginning. You know, it's where the end is where we start from. What you've built here, your knowledge, your friendships, your resilience, is the foundation you'll carry into a world that is changing quickly and asking a lot of your generation. And from everything I've seen and every student that I've talked to, you are ready. You are. You've learned more than what was written on the whiteboard or tested or what you've learned in chemistry or not learned in chemistry. You've learned how to adapt when things don't go as planned, and how to show up for one another, and how to keep going when the path feels uncertain. Those lessons will matter far more than any single grade or assignment. As you step forward, I want to offer you 3 simple thoughts. First, stay curious. The world needs people who ask questions, who seek to understand before they judge, and who are willing to keep learning long after formal education ends. Second, stay connected. Your success will not be measured not only by what you achieve, but how you lift others along the way. Communities like the one that supported you to this point depend on people who care enough to contribute. And third, stay grounded in your values. You will face choices that test your integrity. Let me say that again. You are going to face choices that are going to test your integrity. When that happens, remember that you are and who you are, where you come from, and what people believe in you. In other words, and how I lived in my own life, it comes down to 2 things. Am I dependable? Am I in an integrity? Expect dependability and integrity not only from yourself, from those also that you meet and come in contact with every day. Be honest with yourself when you are not in that space. Be honest with others when they are not in that space. And call them out on it, or decide whether you even want to be in a relationship with them at all. I have very little patience for those who are out of integrity and are undependable. Some of you will leave for college. Some of you will enter the workforce. Some of you, as we just saw, are entering the military. And some of you are still figuring it out. And you know what? That's okay. There is a single path, I'm sorry, there is no single path to a meaningful life. There are many paths to the top of the mountain, and they are all equally valid. What matters is that you move forward with purpose. So you know what? Today, take pride in how far you've come. Tomorrow, begin imagining how far you can go. Congratulations, class of 2026. Your community is proud of you. The Board of Supervisors are proud of you. The school board is proud of you. These teachers and staff are all proud of you. And you know what? We're really excited to see what you accomplish next. Thank you.
And now, please welcome our chorus, directed by Miss Catherine Hazelwood.
shines the best. Mr. Schuler, thank you for making my mornings brighter.
Mr. Schumacher, thank you for giving me a space I feel safe in. Coach Sanchez, thank you for empowering me to advocate for myself and others.
Once-in-a-lifetime teacher. Mr. Kunka, thank you for the abundance of opportunities you have provided me. Thank you, Ms. Vito, for being such a strong female role leader.
Please remember when the shadows fall.
Aguilar, for your authenticity and humor.
Thank you, Mr. Spence, for always making me laugh.
Thank you. Mr. Addison, thank you for showing us what it means to love what you do.
Ms. Turner, thank you for always being there when I need. Mr. E, thank you for giving me hope in the education system.
All right, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, because I can feel it. I feel it in my bones. You're really excited. I can hear it. So we're getting ready to do some pretty important things, and I've worked with our seniors, right? We talked about this yesterday, how we do, so we can hear what everyone is saying, right? Because we've been watching each other the whole time. And so before we get to the part where I'm talking to the seniors, we talk about holding your displays of affection and gratitude. Get it out right now, please. Just do it. Okay. All right. So, like we do in school, right? We got it out of our systems, right? We got it out. We're not gonna do it anymore. We're gonna zip it. Zip it, put it in your pocket. Because I really want to celebrate our students, and I know you do too, so when it's over, I mean, we can shake this. Is it a stadium? What is it? A center? What is it? The Siegel Center? I want to shake it, but only when we're finished, okay? Can you do that for me? Can you do that for them? Thank you. I would now like to recognize the Salutorian and the Valedictorian of the senior class of 2026, both who have an impressive GPA cumulative of over 5.0. Evelyn has set herself apart with her outstanding work and achievements over her 4 years of high school here at James River. Evelyn, come on up. And please accept this gift as a recognition of your impressive academic accomplishments. Ladies and gentlemen, the salutatorian of the class of 2026, Evelyn Gale. So it's here when we're done, okay? All right.
Good afternoon to all members of the James River High School community, to the friends, family members, faculty, and especially to the hundreds of graduates sitting right in front of me. I want to extend a few personal thank yous to those whom I hold close to my heart. Thank you, Mom and Dad, Nana and Gigi, and Carla, Steve, and Vivian, for being the best family and supporters I could ask for. Thank you to Mr. Kunka for inspiring a passion for music and performance within me, and to Ms. Sanchez for helping me find my voice. I'll never forget how much you've affected the trajectory of my life beyond just high school. Now, having attended quite a few graduation ceremonies myself, sitting in the band pit or in the back of the floor behind masses of purple-clad seniors adorned with tassels and medals and stoles and cords, I've witnessed the anticipation you graduates feel. I know how you're unconsciously tuning out my words, waiting and waiting for the moment your row stands up, the moment you walk up those stairs, trying not to stumble while you shake hands and finally grasp your diploma as thousands of eyes watch you from the Jumbotron. And then, sooner or later, you're free, walking out into the fresh air, into the streets, into a world that's intimidating and exhilarating and new. You're waiting for that sooner or later to come right now, on the edge of your seat, ready to be free from the clutches of adolescence, childish things you want to leave behind. I can't help but feel this way too. Not to burst your bubbles, but I want to emphasize something particular about this moment. Soon, all of this won't matter. Okay, don't boo, don't dissent my words. I promise I'm not trying to rain on your parade. Just stay with me. 13 years, sitting on patterned shag carpets for morning meeting, playing on the monkey bars and slides on the playground, getting older, walking into the harrowing halls of middle school, trying to fit in at a new place, taking SOLs and tests upon tests, getting older, finally reaching high school, finding your niche of friends, attending countless dances and parties and socials, football games underneath bright stadium lights, getting older, senior year's arrival, planning for your future, SATs, realizing that time doesn't stop for anyone. Now, we're here. 13 years, and we are still getting older. No matter where you're headed, and regardless of if that changes in the next year or 10 years, this moment is only a snapshot of our lives. It might seem daunting, disheartening even, but once you leave this place, everything changes. As you look up towards the sun, your shadow trails behind you, as do your years past, what you've achieved, what you hope to keep the same or plan to change about yourself. Years from now, nobody is going to ask you for your weighted high school GPA, or how many parties you got invited to, how popular your friend group was, or the number of medallions and cords you're wearing right now. We have to let some memories, some achievements fall in order to make room for the new ones we are going to accomplish. Soon, all of this will fall underneath that lingering shadow. And there's something beautiful about that. So, celebrate this summer. Live your life. Do the things you would not have dared do as a timid freshman. Soak in the rays of change beaming down upon you. Because today marks a critical point in all of our lives. Once we enter the dreaded world of adulting that everyone's been alerting us about, I promise I didn't plan that in advance, that's when we, the James River High School class of 2026, are going to make a name for ourselves. And as you're anticipating, waiting to be done and to be free, remember that this moment is just a speck on the timeline of life. Make it matter now. Relish in the adrenaline, the excitement, the anticipation, because we are never going to be who we are today ever again. No, these 13 years weren't for nothing, but they've prepared us for everything. Thank you, and congratulations, James River class of 2026.
Now I'd like to recognize the valedictorian of James River High School's class of 2026, Leah Buckley. Leah has exceeded every expectation and has inspired us all by her commitment to learning and her academic accomplishments. Leah, please accept our congratulations and this gift of one of our most outstanding accomplishments. Whenever you're ready.
Good afternoon, James River High School families, friends, faculty, and students. It is a tremendous honor to stand before you today as we celebrate the hard work, growth, and accomplishments of the graduating class of 2026. Today, we are at the finish line of a journey that began in kindergarten, when we did not know how to read, write, or tie our shoes, yet eager to grow up. Since then, we have spent 13 years learning, failing, and succeeding to become the authentically impressive individuals we all are today. And what a journey it has been, from early morning bus rides and middle school wake-ups, to pep rallies with Gary the Gator against Rapid Man, games at the swamp, dances, lunches in the courtyard, extracurriculars, late night studying before tests, and countless memories with friends. We have shared over 5,000 hours together at James River, building a community that truly feels like family. As a proud second-generation Rapid, what stands out most to me about the James River experience is mentorship. Generous and devoted mentors encouraged and guided me through opportunities that fostered my love of learning and helping others. Their support showed me the beauty and significance of education as a way to empower and change lives. And I know my experience is not unique. Many of us are here today because someone believed in us before we fully believed in ourselves. We have all had teachers who made challenging subjects fascinating, or coaches, mentors, and champions who expanded our perspectives, shaped our values, and helped us discover lifelong interests. When I walked into James River as a nervous freshman in 2022, I did not anticipate how much serving others would enrich me. Mr. Beck, the faculty sponsor of the Peer Assistance League, became one of my most influential mentors. Mr. Beck cares deeply about his students and brightens everyone's day. He's also incredibly selfless, having donated 2 of his organs to save the lives of strangers, and he views it simply as giving back to his community. Mr. Beck, may we all try to be thoughtful and kind. Ms. Brunansky, thank you for making AP Chemistry something I looked forward to each morning, despite the volume and weight of the content. I especially enjoyed watching you light yourself on fire at the beginning of the year to demonstrate lab safety. May we always seek joy in life's many experiments.
Mr. Addison, thank you for making sensitive political classroom discussions genuinely exciting through engaging and inclusive discourse. May we always strive to be open-minded and welcome diverse perspectives. Mrs. Sanchez, your enthusiasm, passion, and dedication as a teacher and speech coach extraordinaire are contagious. Thank you for stretching us all to become our best selves. May we always try to maintain confidence and poise even during times of adversity. Every one of us can point to someone who influenced our character and spirit, who continued to encourage us when we struggled. For me, that person is my grandmother. She lights up when speaking about the value of hard work, perseverance, and continuous learning. She supported my grandfather through his doctoral program, raised my dad and uncle, and later returned to finish her own graduate studies. I love you, Grandma. Former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." The people who nurtured and supported us never stopped believing in our potential and our ability to chase our dreams, even when we may have doubted ourselves. The impact of mentorship ripples outward when paid forward by serving others. May we all continue to find both mentors and mentees throughout our life's journeys. Class of 2026, we made it. Fellow students, find joy in the people and experiences around you. Cherish time with your family and friends. Discover a passion, talent, or purpose that allows you to make the world around you better than you found it. Some of us are heading to college, others directly into careers, military service, or new opportunities we may not have imagined 4 years ago. And while the future might seem uncertain and intimidating at times, I hope we never lose the curiosity, resilience, and optimism that brought us to this moment today. Congratulations, class of 2026, and best wishes to you all.
Good job, Leah. All right, Rapids. It's time to celebrate you, the class of 2026. Remember what I said? Remember what I said? We're putting it in our pockets till it's over, okay? Because are we not excited? I am so very proud of every single one of you. Your accomplishments are tremendous. In the fall, we saw 4 Region 5C playoff appearances, and our cheer team advanced to the state competition for the 2nd consecutive year. The winter season included 5 Region 5C playoff appearances, with 3 programs competing at the state or national level. This spring, 6 of our teams are competing in the Region 5C tournament with eyes on the VHSL state tournament, including our crew club team, men's junior 4+ boat heading to nationals. Performing Arts enjoyed an unbelievable season characterized by electric performances and superior ratings across all categories. I want to give a special shout out to those 31 seniors who got back on track, our honor band, and we earned the state title, 4 consecutive years of excellence. It is your contributions that made us the 25th honor band recognition. I would be remiss if I did not say thank you to the Navy JROTC seniors who worked tirelessly to bring the program almost to from the end, from 46 cadets to over 104. Thank you. JRHS continues to be a powerhouse in VHSL academic competitions, highlighted by our speech team winning its 4th straight title during Coach Sanchez's 5th tenure of years. Leadership Center seniors raised a combined $80,000 for local charities and causes through capstone projects, clocking over 1,200 hours of seat time. Community service. Our Rapid Rowdy and athletic programs brought incredible energy this year, spearheading pep rallies and school spirit initiatives that provided vital support for our teams. Notably, Gary the Gator and Rapid Man have developed a newfound friendship in spite of their classic rivalry, which will always remain. Hack in the back in Mr. Rue's room is something I don't understand, but he said you would. I am curious how many of you are AutoCAD inventor or both certified. The professionalism and conduct of government students during your visit to the General Assembly was truly impressive. We celebrated the inaugural WIDA tournament, which will now be an annual event to honor the dedication and hard work of our ESL students. I am beyond proud of you and your accomplishments as students. Your teachers share that your class is the most kind, inclusive, compassionate, and supportive. They share that although you can be very chatty, as indicated by your, adults over here, that you are also always ready to make new friends. Many teachers have shared how you have positively changed their life, made them laugh, made them think, and challenged them to up their teaching game. They will miss you. In fact, the highlight of my day I will miss most has been at weapons duty, for that is when I have been greeted by you and your coffee spills and your water bottles clashing to the floor and the frantic looks that you give when the tardy bell rings. Seriously though, it has been a pleasure to be your principal. For quite a few of you, I've had the honor of serving as your principal at Chalkley Elementary, Providence Middle School, and now at James River. You could say we've grown up together. Whether we've known each other since 3rd grade, 6th grade, or high school, I am deeply moved by the impact you have made on me. So before we begin the presentation of diplomas, as your principal, I want to share a few thoughts that I hope click. Number 1, you can do hard things. Life will bring you challenges, but trust in yourself and believe in you. You can do hard things. Be true to yourself and be proud of your strengths and of your challenges. Be honest about them. The world needs the uniqueness of you, so be the best at being yourself. Number 3, never underestimate the impact of being kind. In the moments that truly matter, your kindness will be one of your greatest strengths and assets. Keep developing it, not because the world is always kind, but because it needs more people who are. So, it's time to see you graduate, and I am honored to say to you one more time, go into the world and be kind, be your best self, and be a rapid. You ready? Friends, I ask that your displays of enthusiasm, affection, and recognition, like we've said, be held during the announcing of names for the candidates for graduation until the very last name is announced so that all names can be heard. We've talked also about how hard they've worked and they deserve to hear their name fully. So if it gets too loud, we will pause the ceremony. At this time, would the candidates for graduation please come forward to accept their diplomas, preceded by the Valedictorian, the Salutorian, and the Senior Class Council. Mr. Mike Farrell will read the names of the graduating seniors.
Leah Michelle Buckley, Evelyn Lorraine Gale, Ava Rose Brace, Natalie Lynn Bigger, Ava Lucia Howe, Jordan Sinclair Rafferty, Samuel Paul Brown, Hayden Ann Kaufman, Jordan Rochelle Worley, Lily Stella Yeats, Avery Francis Absher, Keely Estefan Acosta Bonilla, Isaac Adame Diaz, Kaylee Michelle Adams, Tavion Seven Anthony Adams, Maria Nicole Aguilara Campos, Halal Ahmad, Jadiri Snidel Alaman Adams, Hymans Gregory Alexander, Julia Hadley Allman, Joshua Rafael Alvarez, Priscilla Abigail Alvarez Loyola, Noah Giuseppe Amato, Ariana Elise Anderson, Sydney Giselle Andino, Scarlett Victoria Andress, Paige Robinson Andrews, Dylan Ethan Anthony, Janice Antonio Carlos, Aaron Michael Armstrong, Velasca Scarlett Avia Zambrano, Kyle Richard Bedke, Matthew Alexander Baggett, Kayla Jean Bailey, Amir Wanye Ball, Luke Carl Badaro, Jonathan Reed Bear, Catherine Grace Batt, Caitlin Eileen Bethany, Daniel Joseph Bell, Nalani Irene Belvin, William Kipling Benton, Emery K. Birkland, James Dean Bittner, Clovis Marcello Blasco, Henry Frederick Bolin, Nevaeh Amani Borden, Porter Elizabeth Bothwell, Ray Frederick Bowman IV, Alana Marie Boykin, Delaney Lynn Bradley, Samaj Anthony Bridgeforth, Abigail Elizabeth Brodus, Fletcher Thomas Brode, Alexis Ferreira Broderick, Victoria Ruth Bronnenberg, Jonah Brighton Brooks, Liliana May Brooks, Lee May Brown, Matthew Jax Brown, Mitchell Robert Brown, Samaje Larissa Brown, Connor Michael Bruce, Max Hope Bruce, Rowan Scarlett Bruno, Josie Lynn James Burke, Jack Christopher Burton, Jacob Holden Camera, Julianne Ping Ping Cario, Brandon Lee Carrasco Brenes, Cynthia Paola Carrillo Carmigo, Erin Sophia Cash, Ruth Zuimar Castellano Linares, Brianna Maybell Castro del Cid, Salima Nabil Shagri, Shawai Zhong Chan, Sheridan Kristen Chaplin, Amelia Natasha Chappell, Oscar Chen, Elizabeth Quack Cho, Ashton Marie Clanton, Malia Nicole Clark, Joseph Paul Koliakovo, Jared Thomas Cole, Samuel Tate Collins, Brian Edward Consuegra, Millicent Hazel Cook, Mason Brian Corbin, Catherine Lynn Costello, Carter Jackson Kraft, Anthony Quaddy Creasy, William James Crisafi, Freya Elizabeth Crowder, Oliver Patterson Crow, Karen Isla Cruz, Garrison McCourt Curley, Trevor Levon Curry Jr., Madeline Jane Darden, Dylan James Darnell, Grace Virginia Davis, Brooke Ann Deal, Mason Garrett Dennison, Taylor John Derbyshire, Ryan Lee DeVries, Samantha Caitlin Dio, Dominic Marcus Dominguez Moss, Elizabeth Joan Domacy, Madeline Margaret Donovan, Kenneth Carter Duran, Annie Josephine Doyle, Thatcher Lee Early, Van Dorian Early, Alexander Edward Edsel, Brooke Caroline Eklund, Javier Andreas Esparza, Arlene Carolina Escoval, Yassine Azin Al-Gagari, Sarab Ahmad Fakiri, Luke Austin Farmer, Brandon Michael Ferris Jr., Michael Lawrence Fiedler, Giovanna Monroe Finley Brook, Angelina Marie Forillo, Brace Arturo Flores Tabora, Chanel Christelle Fobbs, Isla Tierney Ford, Thomas Wynn Fornash, Vincent Jacqueline Latham Frank, Ethan Alexander Franz, Sadia Janae Frederick, Sydney Ann Fredette, Keen Michael Friedman, Oscar Brown Friedrichs, Logan Joseph Frohl, Juan Andreas Garcia, Jude Daniel Geilman, Stephen Michael Gellner, Gardner Michael Getme, Jack Douglas Gibson, Lauren Elizabeth Gilmore, Snyder Yoel Giron Espina, Luis Alberto Gonzalez Castro, Manuel Gonzalez Marquez, Evan Stanley Goves, Summit Virginia Grandstaff, Jaden Carter Grant, William Thomas Grau, Christopher Keene Graves, Jacob Edwards Green, Allison Sophia Gregori, Logan Teresa Rose Griffin, Eamon Bergen Grenzel, Ever David Gutierrez Rodriguez, Patrick Dublin Hamilton, Aaron William Hanson, Grace Kennedy Harrison, Violet Moon Headley, Naomi Hazel Henderson, Bridget Ann Higgins, Hudson Orion Hissler, Alana Nicole Hobbs, Lauren Patricia Holloman, Alexa Valentina Holmes, Brogan Oliver Horton, Trey Ethan Gregory Hughes, Peace Drayden Hunt, Matthias Huff, Jacob Patrick Hyatt, Valerie Irene Jaime, Kaylee Renee Jenkins, Tyler Wayne Jenkins, Jax Corey Jensen, Taylor Addis Jeremiah, Aubrey Ella Johnson, Harper Daniel Johnson, Jaden Maurice Johnson, Luke Ryan Johnson, Nicholas Warren Johnson, Nicholas Carr Johnson, Wesley Greer Johnson, Hunter Heath Johnston, Madison Maya Alexandria Jones, Christian Kenneth Jury, John Albert Kane, Claire Jean Keatle, Carly Ann Kehoe, Damian Isaiah Kelly, Sean Isaac Kelly, Nora Grace Kennedy, Amir Ahmed Khan, Desiree Elizabeth Kidd, Toby Kirkland, Gray Rivers Copel, Sophia Elena Kavinsky, Evelyn Labara Escobar, Jasper Dove Langer, Jasmine Lara Rochard, Lucille Laughlin, Alexi LaRukin, Saya Win Lee, Amari Lachelle Lee, Brandon Thomas Eric Lee, Josiah Ezra Lee, Keegan Alexander Lee, Rocco Lehman, Bryson Nguyen Liu, Sophia Lucia Landano, Byron Eduardo Lopez Jr., Leslie Diamond Lopez Flores, Shayla Maria Lorenzo Maladano, Giselle Lovo Posada, James McCullough Lowry, Abigail May Lowry, Grantham Asher Lowry, Kevin Luna Gojabachi, Corinne Isabel LeRae, Celine Alain Lutterby, Marshawn Jordan McDonald, Christopher Machado Perez, Emily Dean McPhail, Charles Patrick McPherson, Xander Gage Maiden, James Witt Mann, Emily Anaya Monazalvez Ortiz, Jocelyn Taylor Murray, Hannah May Marley, Nash Garrison Mardequat, Finn Grayson Martin, Luis Angel Martinez Maldonado, Novia Griselda Martinez Rodriguez, Giovanni Cario Martino, Caleb David Mathers, Janaya Monet Mays, Riley Elise McCracken, Leland Jacob McDowell, Mallory Grace McIntyre, Shia Elisa McLean, William Connor McNeil, Ireland Simone McSweeney, Ariel Camelia Medrano Castillo, Melvin Emmanuel Mejia Aldana, Andre Mendoza, Felix Adrian Mendoza Martinez, Elena Ivy Merchen, Mary Ophelia Merricks, Fernando Metcalf, Max Wilson Meyer, Connor Riza Middleton, Cameron Alexander Miles, Abril Alexandra Milian Carrasco, Samaya Renee Miller, John Anthony Mistel, Shema Twafik Monassar, Jonathan Alejandro Matavilla Rodriguez. Shema Twafik Monassar, Noah Lee Moore, Seth Lee Moore, Angeli Raquel Morales Mendelez, William DiMaggio Morris, Sarah Avery Mosey, Philip Matthew Munoz, Samantha Ann Mearston, Tia Jalen Neblett, Amelia Margaret Nelson, Tyler Alexander Nelson, Lily Adeline Newman, Jessica Nguyen, Zachary Preston Nicholas, Jaden Isaiah Nichols, Ocean Leah Injike, Gavin Michael O'Connell, William Thomas Olexi, Derek Giovanni Oliva Melgar, Evan Patrick O'Neill, Paola Denise Oriana Guevara, Claire Nylan Parfit, Brendan Uriah Parham, Brianna Simone Parker, Nathan Samuel Parton, Edison Daniel Paez Bravo, Vanessa Nicole Paz, Claire Elise Pearman, Harper Aaron Pellman, Natalie Ann Pendleton, Josue Alexander Martinez Pagoda, Jorge Luis Perez Duram, Brady Nicholas Perkins, Christian Alicio Perpac Reynoso, August Lee Peterson, Olivia Ann Pfeiffer, Ashton Michael Pyland, Jeremiah Frank Plaus, Ava Madeline Plunkett, Cyril Andrew Post IV, Harrison Scott Quimby, Ailish Mackenzie Quisenberry, Garrett Lewis Ray, Arabelle May Rafferty, Carlos Emmanuel Simonev Ramirez, Justin Anthony Ramirez, Luis Antonia Ramirez Membrano, Francis Ann Rayfield, Vince Sidney De La Cruz Rabion, Nathaniel Douglas Reed, Abigail Betsaida Reyes, Zafir Zaid Reyes Mejia, Addison Mia Rudy, Kennard James Ellison Rice, Bailey Elizabeth Richardson, Maloney My Angel Richardson, Ella Grace Ripperton, Alana Karine Rivas, Wendy Daniela Rivera, Julie Ann Lynn Robertson, Jakari Maitaj Robinson, Josias Nazal Rodriguez, Alexandra Talia Rodriguez, Amy Michelle Rodriguez Martinez, Edison Renee Rodriguez Zacaria, Ashley Faith Wrong, Hannah Roth, Elliot Henry Iris Ruffiner, Julissa Marsat Ruiz Perez, Karan Ulrich Russell, Emily Jane Ruth, Andrea Sines, Rayhan Ali Sajid, Isam Sajid Salim, Alan David Salgado Haner, Gabrielle Francis DeMayo Scottini, Jacob Benjamin Schumacher, Fiona Ashley Schwall, Aaliyah Rebecca Scott, Jason Pantuck Shively, Taylor Rochelle Sims, Lacey Carrington Smith, Quincy Carter Smith, Esther Lynn Snap, Connor James Spaniel, Keith Conrad Sprouse Jr., Alex Harper Stanley, Ross Tate Staples, Riley Ann Stapleton, Bryson Carter Tate, Jacob Banas Taylor, Brittany Jeptuma Tiragan, Bennett Young Thomas, De Niro Rasheen Thomas Jr., Donald Lee Thomas II, Samir Amar Thompson, Talia Nevea Thompson, Brogan Harold Thorne, Jacob Austin Thurston, Griffin Robert Tolley, Alexander Hayden Tyushis, Benjamin Isaac Tucker, Isabella Page Turlington, Archer Tweed, Miley Shea Tyler, Jeslyn Rochelle Urbina Castillo, Raul Francisco Valencia Ramos, Sophia Valley Soto, Brooke Elizabeth Vanderborg, Sylvia Mylene Vasquez Contreras, Samantha Rose Vecchioni, Annabella Lynn Vega, Donovan Osmar Villalobos Gonzalez, Nyla Joy Waddy, Salise Danae Waller, Annalise Catherine Walsh, Cole Vincent Walsh, Kiera Elizabeth Walsh, Jacob Weekey, Angelina Joelle Wilkerson, Abigail Jordan Williams, Ava Elizabeth Williams, Deja Janae Williams, John Lamont Williams II, Laird Grayson Williams, Sydney Morgan Williams, Taylor Reese Williams, Katia Noel Wotiziak, Charlotte Eva Wolf, Matthew David Wolfley, Ebenezer Shernet Wandafrau, Leah Christine Wood, Austin Joseph Woodyard, Christian Jones Woolridge, Maddox Daniel Wright, Lene Marie Zoll, Yeosi Annie Zarat.
See, you two can do hard things. You kept it quiet until the end. Do it again, please. Let's go. All right. Would the members of the graduating class please stand for the certification of graduates and for the recessional? Graduates, please move your tassels from the right to the left. Dr. Murray, sir, I certify that the candidates have met the requirements established by the Commonwealth of Virginia and Chesterfield County, and they are eligible to receive their diplomas. I declare the 31st commencement exercises of James River High School to be adjourned. Students, please wait until the platform party and faculty have recessed. We are so proud of you. Throw your hats. There you go.
After you, boss.
Let's do it.
Thank you.